Ladies and gentlemen, we can all gather around the fire and be safe in the knowledge that we enjoy making fun of Hollywood people. And you know what? We should make fun of Hollywood people. One, because most of them are really stupid. I mean, they just are. Anthony Hopkins came out and said that himself a few weeks ago. He said, you know why I don't talk about politics or anything? Because I don't know what I'm talking about, and none of these idiots know what they're talking about. But we have this bizarre thing in American society where we hold our actors up. We hold them up as you know, some kind of beacon of light. They're always out there in the public eye voicing their opinion. You know why they're voicing their opinion? Because for some reason, people tell them their opinion actually matters. Did you know that in ancient Roman society, they loved the theater? They loved going to plays. But actors were considered second-class citizens. The Romans would go to the plays, they'd enjoy the plays, and then as soon as the play was over, they would leave. There was no gathering around for autographs, snapping an ancient Roman selfie, whatever that version of that was. No, they went, saw the play, and they moved on. It was actually considered a scandal if any members of the royal family or high class were seen even speaking with an actor. Why? Because actors are morons. It just takes a different kind of skill set to be an actor. I'm fine. I mean, look, that's a good life. Make your $20 million a year and live on your yacht. And I mean, all that's fine. But don't ask us to rely on your politics. What's more, it's gotten even worse in this day and age, as sometimes Hollywood can be relied on to be counterculture, at least in the past. But in this day and age, they all say the same thing. Nobody bravely gets up there at the Golden Globes or the Oscars and talks about the need to secure the border, the need to protect unborn life, cut taxes, lower regulations. They all get up there and give the same lefty lines about everything, and the crowd praises them, and they raise their hands up like they're a conquering hero. Ah, look at me. I'll get back to my vegan steak. That's what they all do, every one of them. So we've elevated them, and now we have an entire Hollywood industry completely dedicated to pushing leftist propaganda. And then they get up at award shows and continue to lecture normal, everyday people. Well, there's a comedian who needs no introduction from me. His name is Ricky Gervais, and he is irreverent. No, he's not some card-carrying conservative. His stand-up act, no matter who you are, if you're the thin-skinned type, will offend you. He spends half his time making fun of people on the right, making fun of Christians, making fun of all kinds of things. But he gives absolutely no quarter to the absolute hypocrites in Hollywood, to these people who get up there and morally preen and lecture everybody else about how can you use a single-use water bottle, climate change, make sure you murder your baby. Well, Ricky Gervais has no time for that. So let me tell you what, allow us to begin, and this may not be for children's eyes because it got ugly out there. He opened up making fun of Felicity Huffman, who's in prison.
But you all look lovely, all dolled up. You came here in your limos. I came here in a limo tonight, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no.
Ooh. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a nice opening salvo. I did enjoy the limo part. We'll get back to that in a minute. But one thing we never seem to talk about anymore, I think because we just assume there is no justice in this world, Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, the billionaire, pedophile, with the really creepy house with Bill Clinton paintings, the man who ran what appears to be some kind of international pedophilia ring that preyed on underage girls. He then, while in custody, killed himself after both cameras that could observe his cell malfunctioned. That doesn't seem real, right? And everybody just kind of moved on. This is a man who committed horrible crimes, who had dirt on apparently some very, very powerful people. Cameras went out, he killed himself. Well, Ricky Gervais apparently isn't letting it go.
You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer. And it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up! I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
See, some of the best criticism out there is satire, biting satire like that. That "your friend" line, yeah, they were laughing, but there were some people severely uncomfortable in that room. It's no secret. I mean, we've had enough stories have come out about the horrible depravity that goes on in Hollywood. And I'm not just talking about some actor having an affair somewhere. I'm talking about predators, powerful people who they prey on the weak. They prey on runaways. They prey on the underage. And if you think Jeffrey Epstein didn't have some very, very, very powerful Hollywood people on those planes with him to go do his disgusting excursions, you've got another thing coming. Ricky Gervais knows there are some powerful people in that room. The actors and actresses in the crowd know there are some powerful people in that room. And maybe the most uncomfortable fact of all, they know who they are.